Thank you. So until now, we were just talking about the Aura components. And when we started the Aura component, we said Lightning components are, we can talk about two different types of Lightning components. One of them is Aura component. The other one is LWC, which is Lightning Web component. So we always try to go to the newest version, right? So that's why we need to know which one is first, which one is second, or which one is the newest technology. LWC is newer than Aura components. But still, since both of them are useful inside the Salesforce, they allow some of the part of the LWC is used for the Aura components. We are going to talk about it. And as I said, we are not going to go through details about LWC because Sanjay will be explaining this one much more better than me. So I'm just going to try to give you the theoretical part. So like the Aura components, LWC, it is used for the creating the UI side. Like, how did we create some Aura components and we just said we are using these are for UI side?
Yeah, home page, app page.
Yes, we insert them to the record page, home page, app page, that kind of stuff. Same thing, like whenever we create any LWC or Lightning Web component, we are gonna be able to see them under the custom component. If I just come back here. So I'm just going through one of the page, which we already know. So these are the standard ones and these are the custom ones, right? Whenever we create something for the LWC, we are gonna be able to see them underneath here. And then same thing is happening. We can just drag and drop and we can use them over there. So basically we are doing this one for the UI side again. I am just trying to find if I can, but the only difference I should say, like for the Aura component, what did we do? We just go through the developer console and we just created over here, right? We can do for the LWC, but most of the time, like we are creating the LWC over the Visual Studio Code and we are using some extensions. Via these extensions, whenever we push them, they are coming through the Salesforce. There are some extensions. I'm not sure if I have them right now. It should be right here. And this is for the Aura component. This is the Lightning Web component. Sanjay is gonna go through these stuff, so I'm just showing only. Whenever you use these extensions, then whatever you are writing down here, it is gonna be going through your Salesforce org. They call it like you are pushing the code from here. So you are typing here, just because of these extensions, you are integrated with your Salesforce org, and it is just going through your Salesforce org. Does it make sense?
Yes. So developer console is not going to be involved for that.
Yes. So you can just think about like we are gonna skip the developer console.
Okay.
So it's better, I guess, because we're used to VS Code.
Yeah, that's why right now he wants you guys to like recall the VS Code, and you guys already used for the web development also. So it's
But we are gonna still can see our LWC in our org, which we worked on.
As a custom component, I guess we will be able to see them.
yes,
Mhm.
we are gonna see them
What
under.
Is it just
Under
a
here.
difference? Is it just a difference where we created, or anything that we can do with Aura but cannot do with LWC, or vice versa?
Like for that one, most of the stuff are same because what you are gonna use for the LWC is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. CSS is not that much. There is one more file which is XML. That's it. So basically, your code knowledge will be enough. The only thing like syntax can be slightly different from Aura, but basic stuff is same. And you are gonna still use some library stuff from the Salesforce library. And I'm just trying to check something if I have anything on my other org. Okay. So this is another org I have, and inside this org, like there are some Lightning Web components already implemented. For example, this one is the bot one. This is not related to this app, but I'm just pasting it here. And this is just giving me Desar, so I don't need this. Just give me a second. Selection. I don't really remember the name of the stuff, but these are one of them. Okay. So whenever you go to this page, like from the UI side, you are gonna be able to see like the name of the bike and color and that kind of stuff. Think about this is the UI side, which is UI side, but I'm not sure if this is still available here. Bike selection map. Yeah, right here. So we are creating these kind of pages. This one looks like more similar what we are using every day, right? Think about you are seeing this from your phone. You're just like scrolling down, selecting your bike. I think this is not working right now.
It look like kind of website.
It is a website. And like what is happening? This one was one of the Trailhead challenge. And I'm not sure when did I complete this one. It was maybe like August or something like that. So I'm not sure if it is still like working correctly. Oh, whenever we select, you can see it is applying here. It is showing the bike price and it is just giving some description. It is giving the material also. So if I select this one, it is not exact. Oh, the top one. Okay. So according to your selection, you are going to be able to see the details on the side, for example. So how we can, how do we create something like this? As I mentioned, we are using some HTML. We are definitely using JavaScript. And also we are using some XML file, which I mentioned. I am just trying to find one more thing. The manifest. Okay. This is the XML file I'm talking about. Do not worry too much about this XML file because most of the time you are just going to use the same thing. Only a few spots you need to replace. Other than that, like it is going to be similar. You can just copy paste from another XML file. And this is the JavaScript one. This is for the bot. So if I just try to go through here, it's not showing me the bots. Yeah, I think it has disappeared because this one was or something. Anyway, it is something like this. And from here, we had something about bike cards. Let me see. This is the car. And there is another bike. We select this one, I think this is the same thing. So at least is it giving some idea what we are trying to do with the LWC and Aura component?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not very good about this coding part. I'm just gonna go through the theoretical part. LWC is an implementation of W3Cs. Don't worry about the name. It is just kind of standards. And it supports the part of the web components that works in browser and add some parts supported by the Salesforce as well. Quick component development because developer has to use only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's why you got the web development in the beginning. All right. There are some files, like, do you guys remember how many files we needed for the Aura component? At least give me like 3, 4 of them.
You mean the component, controller, helper?
7 in total, I believe.
7 or 8?
8
of that.
Okay. Component, controller, style,
documentation, design.
Helper, renderer.
renderer. It goes like that. So we have 8 of them, and we have helper also. In here, you just need 4 files. And as I said, this one, don't worry too much. It is gonna be something standard. You are just gonna need to replace only 1 line or 2 lines. I don't remember exactly right now. But the others, like, you are gonna have much more experience about the HTML because you are gonna use it on Aura. And for the JavaScript, you already recall it. So you are gonna use it on Aura component. And CSS also same. And what you are gonna notice, this is gonna happen when you start about the LWC. LWC is easier than Aura component, if you ask my experience. But we will see what you guys are gonna think. There is only 4 files we need to use. LWC module, it uses some modules to bundle core functionality and make it accessible to the JavaScript in your component file. Basically, it is explaining what you are gonna do, but since while you are applying the code, it's gonna make more sense. Right now, it is just a theoretical knowledge. The core module for Lightning Web component is LWC. Begin the module with the import statement and specify the functionality of module that your component uses. For example, you are using an import, something like this. The import statement indicates the JavaScript uses Lightning element functionality from the LWC module. Especially about this LWC stuff, I just took it from Sanjay's notes. So while he's explaining, you are gonna go over this one more time. Except this one, I just used my notes for the other interview questions. What is the use for the XML file? This file, it will define the components configuration, like where developer can use the Lightning Web component. So I remember this one was false in the beginning, where as a default, you need to make it true. Let me check here. And here you can see it is asking for the version. It is like 55.0. And I'm not sure what it is right now. If we go through any developer console, it should give us somewhere the version, but I don't remember now. I'm sure it is like more than 55 right now, but not sure if it is 57 or 58 right now. Anyway, this is gonna be automatically be here. And you need to make this one true, except that, like, you are just giving the target here, what you would like to like make it. If you are gonna place it to the record page or home page, whatever it is, you are specifying it here. Can any Aura component contain any Lightning Web component? So which one was old? Aura component. Since LWC is the new one, it can go inside the Aura component. Does it make sense? No. A little bit. So this is the Aura
Yes.
component which we have, and it's really bad. I just would like to use the same sentence for the container. That's why I'm just trying to get in. Since this is the Aura component, we can insert the LWC inside this one. This is yes. But can we do the opposite?
No.
No. Okay. It should be no. It's on the next one. So new technology, think about like this, new technology doesn't accept the old one. But old one accept the new technology inside. Just remember like this. If you have something which is having Aura component, you can put the LWC inside that Aura component. But if it is, you are writing something with the LWC, and previously you have some Aura component, you cannot put that one inside this container. Make sense? LWC is Aura component can go inside? No. Any question until now?
No.
Today, I don't wanna go too much further. Maybe I can go a couple more slides, then I can give you some time. A Lightning Web component, call another Lightning Web component? Yes, like we can do on the Aura component. If you guys remember, we were talking some like parent components, some child components. Both of them were like Aura components, but they can go and they can have different kind of relationship in between them. Do you guys remember like some of the event types also we have on the Aura component? I sent you guys the slides, so you can check from there. Wow, perfect. Some application events, component events, and system events. Is there anyone who remembers like difference between application and component events?
Well, no. I changed my mind. No.
You can try. One of them has a parent to child relationship. That's why it has some hierarchical relation.
That was, I believe, that was the component event that has the parent-child
That's correct.
relationship. An application event didn't have any sort of relationship.
That's good. That is the one. And about the phases, we said like component events, they have capture and bubble. An application has these two plus one more phase,
Default,
default. That's correct. Okay, I'm coming back. Oh. Okay, we talk about this. Okay. Camel case versus the kebab case. So
Kebab
you guys are all know the camel case, right?
yes.
So camel case is something like this. It is why they call it camel case. Let me explain this one, then I'm gonna draw it. So LWC match web standards wherever it is possible. The HTML standard requires that custom element names contain a hyphen. Since all I think I'm a little bit obsessive, so okay. Since all LWC have a namespace that's separated from the folder name by a hyphen, component names meet the HTML standards. For example, the markup for the Lightning Web component with the folder name widget is the default namespace. C is gonna be something like this. C hyphen or dash, you can say. C dash widget. However, Salesforce platform doesn't allow the hyphens in the component folder or the file names. What if a component name has more than one word, like my component? You cannot name the folder and file my hyphen component. I think I need to make it like this. In that way, it's gonna make sense. So Salesforce is not gonna accept this one. But we do have a handy solution for this. Use the camel case. When we say camel case, like this is coming from the like structure of the camel. It is like this. It is not something straight. So you are using something lowercase, then you need to make it capital. Then you need to make it lowercase, make it capital, and use another lowercase. Like this one. This is the one which we are using all the time, I can say. Because while we are giving the names for our like VS Code, I think you guys are already using this one. Any question about the camel case? And the other one, it is like a joke, kebab case. Camel case component folder names map to kebab case in markup. In markup, to reference a component with the folder name my component, you need to use c-my-component. So if this is the screw, you are putting some words over here as a kebab. These are meat pieces. So C comes here, my comes here, and component comes here. That's why it's called kebab case. Any question on this?
No.
No? Okay, good. All right. We can continue the rest tomorrow. You guys can have some 10 minutes break until Sanjay joins. So I'm just gonna stop right here. If you guys have any question, I can try to answer.
Okay.
No question? All right. Thank you so much for your time today. We are gonna continue tomorrow. You guys can have some break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.